Hey, this is AJ, and in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about employing your children in your handyman business. Why would you want to do this, and what are the benefits of this? So first of all, why would you want to do it? Most of us need a helper anyway, in some form or fashion. So having somebody in the family that's hopefully reliable is number one. But number two, there's a lot of tax benefits and financial benefits, not only to you as a business, but to your children as well. So for me, the primary motivator for me to hire my children, I have two boys, one's 17 and one's 11 or 12. I'm only employing the 17-year-old right now. I have him on payroll. But the primary reason to do that, I guess there's several reasons. I need help sometimes. I need somebody to hold the ladder. I need somebody to get tools. I need lifting heavy things. You guys know how it is. So that's step number one. Sometimes I need a helper, and he's there to help me out. But why do I do that? Why don't I just hire somebody else on a 1099 instead of having a W-2 employee? Well, my primary motivation is I want to make my children millionaires. And how do I do that? I do that by funding their IRAs, their individual retirement accounts, at the earliest possible age that I can. So I started my 17-year-old when he was 16. So there's annual limits for IRA contributions. I think there's 6,000, 6,500 right now. But if you can put that money into an individual retirement account in a custodial account for your children at an early age, by the time they're 40, if you have invested pretty aggressively, they'll already have about $1 million in their retirement account. So that's number one. What do you need to do to have that? You need to have earned income. And what is earned income? You can look at the IRS, but in this case, it's W-2 wages. Now they could go get jobs working at the movie theater or something else and still do the same thing. But since I need the help anyway, and I can afford to pay a higher wage because in my market, a handyman helper can make $25, and that's exactly what I pay him because he does work that's worth, in my opinion, $25 an hour. So I have him on payroll, right? I only have him for a few hours every week or so because he's in school and he's doing other things. But I can pay him current 2023 tax rules. I can pay him up to $12,000 a year, and he pays no taxes on it. He pays no Social Security tax. He pays no federal income tax because that's the current standard deduction for a single filer in the United States right now. So that's benefit number one. He can have all that money. He can have the earned income, so I can contribute half of that. Let's say I did pay him $12,000. I won't. I'll probably pay him closer to 6 or 7 this year, depending on how things go. But so he's got the earned income for the IRA. He's made money, it's completely tax-free. And then me as a business, I deduct his salary. So instead of $12,000 of net profit on my books, I take that $12,000 off. Let's say I saved $3,000 in taxes I would have had to pay on that. So now I've kind of shifted that over to him. This is all completely legitimate as long as you follow a couple of rules. First of all, you can't make up the job, right? The child has to be doing something for your business, and the wage that you pay them has to be a comparable wage to what you would pay somebody else if you hired them for that position. So you can't make up stuff. You can't pay over and above. They have to be doing legitimate work, and you have to look it in the eyes of the IRS. If they were to come to your house at the end of the year and look at your records, you want to kind of show them stuff. In addition, you talk to your CPA. And again, I should have mentioned this from the beginning. I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a CPA. I just do a lot of reading, and I do my own taxes and those types of things. So I'll put some links in the description for some more guidance from some CPAs and some other things. But what I'm telling you is it's kind of open source. You can go find this information on your own. But yeah, as long as they're doing that work, and as long as they're earning that income, as long as you cut them a W-2, don't do a 1099 to them because they are your employee. Don't think at the end of the year I'll just cut them a 1099 and be a done deal. That's kind of a red flag. So put them on payroll, right? I use Gusto. I think my first 3 months are free, and then I pay like $40 a month, which is also a write-off. So they handle all the paperwork. I don't have to touch anything. I just get an email every week. Hey, go ahead and run payroll. I run payroll. My kids get paid. They get paid. And then I talk to my kids. Hey, you want to save some of that money? You want to send it into the IRA? And usually it's let's go to the IRA. So that's what I do in my handyman business. If you have young children that are capable of doing work, and my son, he does the things I mentioned earlier, the lifting, the handyman helping, I give him tools. He's picking up the trade. He also helps out with bookkeeping and receipt management and really anything else I need to get done associated with the handyman business I'm employing. So whether he's cleaning up the shop or whatnot, it's all stuff you would normally pay another employee to do. So why not pay your children to do it? And I think the current age cap is up to 22. So he'll be out of the house in a few years. So, you know, my next one will kind of rise up for that. But if you have children, you're looking to help set up their future, help offset some of your taxable income, paying your children from the business is a great way to do it. So I'd highly recommend. If you think these videos are useful, please go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button. It helps get the word out to other people. And if you have any comments on this video, you wanted more information, just go ahead and put it in the comment section down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So thanks, appreciate it, and stay tuned for the next video.